Hey friends, come shoot a birth with me. This mama was in labor with her second baby, and well, I had a feeling she was going to go pretty quickly. So, shortly after she had her waters broken, and just as the sun was coming up, I decided to head her way. This hospital is about 20 minutes from my house, close to downtown, and I was so incredibly thankful that I was coming bright and early to bypass any traffic and was able to get an easy spot in the usually very crowded parking garage. After a couple of elevator rides, zipping through security, and a few more checkpoints, I made my way to the labor and delivery unit. I double-checked my phone to make sure I had the correct room number, because trust me, you don't want to walk into the wrong room. Made that mistake more than once. And finally made my way to the family's room. Once I said my hellos, I set my camera bag down, fished out my camera and flash, double-checked all of my settings that they were correct, and I got to snapping. If birth isn't happening ASAP when I arrive, I tend to spend some time getting those little detail shots families tend to forget about. The monitors, the meds, the liquid-only diet, all of the things. Before we all knew it, it was go time. Mama was complete and baby was ready to come earthside. Once again, I checked my camera settings, making sure things were correct, because with birth photography, there are no do-overs. You get one chance to get it right. No pressure, huh? Ha! This mama pushed like a complete rock star for not even 5 minutes, and soon the room was greeted with the most beautiful sound in the whole wide world. A perfect newborn baby girl screaming her little lungs out. I tend to go a bit snap-happy the moment of birth, so I was clicking away as fast as I could to make sure I was capturing all of those fleeting moments for this family. This mom was just so amazing. She even cut baby's cord herself. If that's not absolutely incredible, I don't know what is. This family had one of the coolest nurses I've ever met. She made them the neatest placenta prints as keepsakes, something that this family can always look back on and see the amazing, only disposable organ out there that grew this tiny babe for them these past 9 months. I spent that precious golden hour time capturing those first snuggles, first feeds, first really, really good looks with just mom and dad. They were over the moon smitten with their new little lady and just could not stop beaming. Pretty soon an hour had passed and it was time for this little chickadee's newborn assessment. Her nurse gently carried her over to the warmer so she could get all of those measurements, like her weight and length, that family and friends were waiting to hear all about. I loved so much that Dad came right over to the warmer too, making sure he could still see Mama, but being right next to his newborn baby girl as well. Dad got his hand stamped with baby girl's footprint, and he was just so proud of it, he had to walk over and show Mama himself. And just as fast as it started, baby girl's newborn exam was complete, and she was swaddled up tightly and brought over to Dad to snuggle with him for the first time ever. My time with this family was winding down, so I did what I always do before I leave a birth. I grabbed my stampers, an adorable swanky swank onesie, and hand stamped baby's name on a brand new onesie for them. I quickly snapped one more family picture, and then I bid this family farewell, thanking them for letting me be with them in the most sacred space they could have to capture their newborn baby coming into this world. I also promised to send them a few sneak peeks once I got home. I leisurely made my way back through the maze of the hospital, paid for parking, and headed home. And as I'm driving, I'm just nonstop smiling, completely pinching myself that this really is my job.